Welcome back to The Explainer. Okay, we've got to talk about the last 7 days because, wow, what a week in tech history. Literally, in just 1 week, we've watched AI evolve from a supercharged chatbot sitting on your screen to an actual physical robot working on a factory floor. We got hit with some massive, totally unexpected drops from the biggest players in the space, and it is fundamentally shifting how AI integrates into both our digital workflows and the physical world. If you want to know exactly where the frontier of tech just moved, well, you're in the right place. Let's dive right in. To make sense of this crazy rapid-fire news cycle, we're going to follow a scale of impact today. First up, the digital LLM explosion. Second, Apple Intelligence in iOS 27. Third, NVIDIA powers physical AI. And finally, AGIBOT unleashes embodied AI.
All right, Section 1, the digital LLM explosion. So the cloud AI landscape just went through a seismic shift. Major players dropped updates, and the capabilities of digital AI, specifically large language models or LLMs, have essentially been rewired.
Just look at that number, 1.05 million. That is the token context window for OpenAI's brand new GPT-5.6 family. To put that into perspective, previous baseline models hovered around, 128,000 tokens? This new 1.05 million window is literally big enough for you to drop a dense, 100-page business contract or even months of client email history into the prompt in a single go, meaning the AI digests a 100-page contract all at once, which, let's be honest, is about 100 pages more than any of us ever want to read. It doesn't just read it, it holds all of that context simultaneously. It's wild.
Now, OpenAI didn't just drop one model. They actually broke GPT 5.6 into 3 different tiers. You've got Solve for your heavy reasoning tasks, Terra for everyday work, and Luna, which is all about cost efficiency and pure speed. But here's a huge pro tip, a really subtle detail that a lot of folks are completely missing right now. If you're a Plus subscriber, paying your $20 a month, you actually don't get the flagship Sol model by default for standard chats. You're still defaulted to GPT 5.5 Instant. To unlock Sol, you have to actively go into your interface and change the effort setting to medium or higher. It's like a 30-second fix, but if you don't do it, you're literally leaving your most powerful tool on the table.
But here's the real kicker. It's not just about having a smarter model anymore. It's about what the model can actually execute for you. Look at the difference here. Standard ChatGPT gives you text, right? You copy it, you paste it somewhere else. But OpenAI also just launched ChatGPT Work. This is a brand new agent that actually hooks directly into your real-world tools. We're talking Slack, Notion, Google Drive, Microsoft 365, the whole shebang. You can literally say, hey, write a project status report using this week's Slack updates and that Google Doc brief, and it goes in, reads those sources, and spits out a finished, formatted document. It transforms scattered notes into final deliverables without you jumping between 10 different tabs. This is an absolute game changer for daily workflows. And the performance totally backs this up. Theo Brown, the CEO of T3 Chat, went on record calling Sol world-leading in computer use. But what's actually happening under the hood? Well, OpenAI's CEO, Sam Altman, revealed that Sol delivers a massive 54% token efficiency boost specifically on agentic coding tasks. That means the AI is actually making decisions and writing the software itself. So you're getting vastly more output, way better reasoning, and just superior automation, all for the exact same spend.
Of course, OpenAI isn't the only one making massive moves this week. Looking at the heavy hitters, sure, GPT 5.6 is leading the pack with its versatile work and codex modes, but over at Anthropic, their powerhouse model, Claude Fable 5, is finally rolling out to paid plans with a 50% usage limit. They had a brief delay because of some US government security reviews, but it's here, and developers absolutely love it for generating highly realistic finished code builds. Then you've got Elon Musk's xAI dropping Grok 4.5. Now this one is the cheapest entry point on the market right now, even if it's, a little rougher around the edges. This kind of fierce competition is exactly why open source platforms like Fireworks AI just secured a staggering $1.5 billion in funding to keep pushing the envelope and expanding the broader LLM landscape.
Okay, Section 2, Apple Intelligence in iOS 27. So, AI isn't just trapped in a chat window or your browser anymore. We're moving down to the consumer edge to see how this intelligence is baking right into the operating system that runs your daily life.
Apple just released the public beta for iOS 27, and guys, this is a major architectural shift. Because Apple Intelligence is now actively optimizing the hardware scheduler right in your pocket, the efficiency gains are huge. We're talking apps launching up to 30% faster, AirDrop transfers up to 80% faster. And if you're trying to snap a quick picture, the camera is capturing photos 70% faster. This is AI working totally quietly in the background, just making your physical hardware significantly better.
On the visual side, iOS 27 introduces this refined design system called Liquid Glass. It lets you precisely customize your UI tint and translucency system-wide. It looks gorgeous, but honestly, what good is a pretty UI without the brains to match? Siri has been completely rebuilt from the ground up as Siri AI. It can finally hold natural, ongoing conversations. It seamlessly searches your personal data across apps like Mail and Calendar. But the coolest part, it actually understands your on-screen context now. Like if you're looking at a text message with an address in it, Siri knows it's there.
All right, moving on to Section 3. NVIDIA powers physical AI. Let's scale way up. From the smartphone in your hand to massive, sprawling physical infrastructure. Because if we're going to get AI off of our screens and into the real world, we need an unprecedented amount of compute power. To power this kind of revolution, you need a staggering 140 megawatts. That is the colossal capacity of the brand new Vera Rubin AI factory being built over in Japan by NVIDIA and NutraCorp. This single facility is going to house 27,500 Rubin GPUs and 13,750 Vera CPUs, and it's fully backed by METI, Japan's Ministry of Economy, Trade, and Industry. So this isn't just another data center. This is a national foundation built explicitly to power the physical AI revolution across manufacturing and logistics.
And NVIDIA is uniting an absolute dream team of heavy hitters around this. We're talking giants like Fanuc, SoftBank, Sony, Yaskawa, and Kawasaki. NVIDIA is handing them the framework they need through Cosmos 3 Edge, which basically provides the on-device vision and robot policy, the actual decision-making rules for how robots move. And the timing here is fascinating. While countries like Australia are rolling out strict national AI regulatory frameworks to govern digital models, Japan is simultaneously pouring concrete to cement the physical foundation for robots. They're directly tackling their workforce challenges and labor shortages by building AI that literally moves and does the heavy lifting.
Which leads us perfectly into Section 4, AGIBOT unleashes embodied AI. All of this infrastructure, all those massive language models and gigantic server farms, it all culminates right here. Robots actually stepping out onto the factory floor.
Now, before we get too deep, let's quickly ground ourselves on what embodied AI actually means. It simply refers to AI systems that possess a physical body so they can interact dynamically and continuously with the real world. Like AGIBOT CTO mentioned at the World Artificial Intelligence Conference, or WIAC this week, we really need to stop judging robots based on one-off, highly edited tech demos. The actual test for this tech is continuous, reliable, 24/7 operation in messy, real-world environments.
And to hit that very high standard, AGIBOT just unveiled a crazy capable new lineup. Over on the left, you've got their new flagship, the A3 Ultra. This is a full-sized humanoid robot, 1.74 meters tall, 60 kilograms, packed with 51 active degrees of freedom, and it's powered by the massive NVIDIA Thor platform. It's built from the ground up for long-duration commercial service. Then, on the right, they dropped the X2 EduU. This is a highly modular 1.3-meter platform built explicitly for developers, educators, and researchers to tinker with and build upon.
But you really have to look at the engineering on the hands here. The OmniHand 3 Ultra M. Humanoid hands are notoriously, ridiculously difficult to build right. But this one features 20 active degrees of freedom in a human-scale form factor that weighs just 630 grams. It can snap open or closed in a lightning-fast 0.3 seconds, and it can carry a 5-kilogram load. Plus, it's packed with vision-based tactile sensors right at the fingertips. This gives it the kind of contact-rich manipulation you need to do actual human jobs, or, finally win at the arcade claw machine.
And they aren't just showing these off as stage pops. They are already doing the work. AGIBOT successfully integrated their G2 Max robot into a live tablet mass production line at Longcheer Technology. We're talking material collection, precision placement, closed-loop workflows running 3,000 units a shift with under 4% downtime. At the Wakey event, they even showcased end-to-end beverage service workflows and had over 30 robots successfully navigating the busy, totally unpredictable public spaces on the show floor. But honestly, the most impressive part? They integrated these robots into existing production lines. They didn't force the manufacturers to tear down and rebuild their entire factories just to accommodate the tech.
So, that brings us to the ultimate question for you to take away from this explainer today. Is your business ready for the physical AI era? Think about it. In just 7 days, we watched the context window for text models explode to over 1 million tokens. We watched our operating systems natively integrate AI right into the hardware. We saw Japan break ground on a 140-megawatt AI factory. And we watched humanoid robots successfully execute complex multi-step tasks on live manufacturing lines.
AI is no longer just typing on a screen. It is doing. It is physically moving. The leap from digital text to physical action has officially happened. The only question now is, what are you going to build with it? Thanks so much for learning with me today, and I'll catch you on the next one.